Brand new tonight, strong storms causing destruction across much of southern Herkimer County. Tonight, we have new pictures out of the town of Warren where a roof was blown off a barn.
And I've got stuff in my yard that doesn't even belong to me, and I don't even know whose it is.
Also brand new tonight, people living in West Winfield say that it looked and felt like a tornado. Tonight, trees uprooted and power is still out. And what a difference a few hours makes. A side-by-side view of the Doppler radar then and now.
Where the news comes first. This is News Channel 2 at 11.
Good evening, I'm Don Shipman. Storms ripped through the greater Utica region once again tonight, only this time it was much more powerful. West Winfield was one of the hardest hit areas. We're going to bring you there in just a moment, but first we have team coverage tonight. The intensity of that storm was also felt in other nearby towns. News Channel 2's Allison Norleon spoke to homeowners in the town of Warren.
Trees down in yards, power lines on the ground. Homes destroyed. The aftermath of the storm could be felt for miles in Herkimer County.
Quiet, and bang, she come down, and I said, ay.
Leo Mackin actually had to use a chainsaw to cut his cow out after a tree landed on her, pinning her to the ground.
It's like anything else, but like I said, we're more concerned about the animals than anything else.
More destruction could be found on Route 28. Where the barn door of a business flipped upside down. Trees down everywhere in Jordanville, and the Blatchley House, which is a historical site in Jordanville, had its roof taken off. This home on Burwood Road was hit so hard, not only did a tree actually fall on the home, but the barn's roof was wrapped around a tree.
The wind really started whipping around here. The leaves were falling. So I ran close to my car windows. And I ran back in the house because it started really thundering and lightning. And I looked out, my husband walked in the house, and I looked out the kitchen window, and the tree fell around the house.
And these folks do not have homeowners insurance.
So how much is this going to cost to fix?
Oh, God, I don't know. Can't imagine how much it would cost.
The storm lasted only a few minutes, but will take these folks weeks, maybe months, to clean up. In southern Herkimer County, Allison Norleon, News Channel 2.
Okay, and like we said, another one of the areas hit hardest, West Winfield. Tonight, many of the old tree-lined streets are simply gone, and this is why. Take a look at this dramatic cell phone footage right here. Many people in West Winfield are confident that a tornado swept through, though we do not have that confirmed by the National Weather Service. The winds were strong, the rain was heavy. This woman ended up hiding in her bathroom to hide and to ride out the storm. News Channel 2's Jolene Ferris picking up our coverage now from West Winfield.
You couldn't get away from the sound of chainsaws in West Winfield today after a powerful storm cut a path of destruction through backyards, front yards, and rural roads here.
Normally, I like storms. This one, I said, okay, I think we better go to the basement.
Trees are down everywhere. Some cracked in the middle, others ripped out from the roots.
Things are flying by my window, and I saw the lightning hit the tree up the road, and, stuff is flying everywhere.
Cheryl Lipinski of Wall Street doesn't need confirmation from the National Weather Service.
You can't tell me that we did not have a tornado. I saw it, and it was, just look around. There's trees rooted up. This pole is bent. And it's ripped stuff right out of the ground. And I've got stuff in my yard that doesn't even belong to me, and I don't even know whose it is.
The wind from the storm was strong enough to pull this tree out of the ground on Pleasant Street and part of the roadway along with it. Yet boxes of garage sale leftovers right next to it were left undisturbed.
The tree fell on the Litz family house on Pleasant Street. Ethel Litz's husband spent the late afternoon and early evening on the roof trying to get the weight off the house. Inside, she says, things aren't much better.
Water is dripping all over the place, like it's raining in the house. It's just dripping. Certain closets you open up, there's tree limbs sticking in them.
Traffic lights are out, power lines torn down by falling trees, and the people here wait. Wait for insurance adjusters, wait for power, wait for trees to be cleared from the roadways so they can get home. In West Winfield, Jolene Ferris, News Channel 2.
We're live now in the Storm Tracker 2 Weather Center with meteorologist Jill Reel, and the overnight in West Winfield and in that area is going to be a long, long overnight because there's still no power in that area. We're going to get to the numbers on that in just a moment, but first, one of the things that's going to happen tomorrow is the National Weather Service is going to come into town because they're going to find out for sure if a tornado did come through. A lot of those people there saying a tornado certainly came through.
Yeah, so we have to have official confirmation from the National Weather Service. So the National Weather Service out of Albany is going to travel to Herkimer County as well as Montgomery County. So areas such as West Winfield and Fort Plain also got hit pretty bad, Warren. And they're going to see the damage, see how did the trees fall, how did the debris fall, if it was in a rotating or was it in a straight line winds. So they're going to survey that. If it was a tornado, what was the category? Was it an EF1, EF2? What was the maximum speed? And what was the path? In addition, a lot of people are asking, well, Brookfield got hit really well.
I was going to ask about that, yeah.
We have not heard from Binghamton yet. That's a different National Weather Service, but I'm sure they're going to be traveling to Madison County in the next couple of days. When we find the information out, then we'll give it to you guys. But things are a lot quieter now.
I know, yeah. I mean, look at this right here. What a difference just a few hours makes.
Yeah, we're going to take a look at the radar again. Just a few sprinkles out there right now, but that's it. Quiet weather on the way for the rest of tonight. Now, with the rain we saw today, some fog is developing on hilltops. We will continue to see that fog develop as we go into the overnight. Again, there's that line of showers and thunderstorms that move through between 3 and 6 o'clock tonight. Those have really pushed off to the east as that cold front continues to move through the region. And what a difference. It is cool outside. Temperatures in the mid-60s. Those dew points are going to slowly lower as we go into the overnight. But we'll still see some fog develop as we go into late tonight and into tomorrow morning. We're expecting those overnight lows to fall back to near 60. A big difference in weather for the 4th of July. We'll look at that forecast coming up. Don, back to you.
Okay, Jill, thank you. I want to get to the power outages now. This is according to NYSEG, and in Herkimer County, 1,400, a little more than 1,400 homes without power. So that does count in and factor in the town of West Winfield and the village of West Winfield. Madison County, 2,400 people without power. Otsego County, just about 600. Oneida County, 735. Now, this is not factoring in National Grid. If you do factor that in, you want to add just about 400 more homes to all of this. We have not been able to get a definitive restoration time. A lot of people are asking about that, but again, we do not have that for you. A state of emergency, that's been extended in Madison County. No unnecessary travel on any road in Madison County towns, Brookfield, Hamilton, and Lebanon. That's until 8 o'clock tomorrow morning. Earlier today, we were talking about this, and earlier in the evening, and we were telling you that it was until, I believe it was midnight or 1 o'clock in the morning. But that, again, has been extended until 8 o'clock in the morning tomorrow. Okay, so this story does not end here. We're going to continue our storm coverage online at Facebook, Twitter, also WKTV.com. You can check out a full photo gallery of all of the storm pictures, for example. You can also upload pictures. We encourage you to do that. You can do so on our Facebook page. You can tweet us, and you can also do so at WKTV.com. Brand new Sin 6, Utica fire officials responding to a house fire on the city's east side. Now, when we arrived on the scene, a lot of smoke could be seen pouring out of the upper level of the house. The fire at 511 St. Anthony Street broke out late this afternoon, 4 o'clock-ish. Now, you can see a number of firefighters on the scene. At this point, it's not clear on what started the fire, but it looks as though it may have started in the upstairs area of the home. No reports of any injuries. Coming up here tonight on News Channel 2 at 11, here's your chance to learn all about nano, specifically how it's going to impact you and your neighborhood. We're going to tell you about an upcoming forum. Also brand new tonight, meet the man who is traveling the Great Loop. He's not doing so by car either, instead by kayak. And we're continuing our coverage of the storm that swept through southern Herkimer County.